Yo, man. How y'all doing? It is Jay chilling in the building, baby. And y'all already know what we're about to get into, man. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Come to the ninth floor so y'all can learn game the right way. I know it's been a while. It's been a minute. We're just going to get right back into it, man. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, like I said. And today, for the first reaction in a while, we're going to be reacting to why men ain't going to the nightclubs anymore, man. What is going on? What is going on? Let's go ahead and get into it.
In the late 90s, early 2000s, your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson started to get involved in what you now know as nightclubbing. I thought this was going to be an opportunity for me to do one thing: meet women. Every Friday or Saturday night, I would be in Old Sacramento at one of the great clubs like 815th and L or Tunnel.
It is insanely crazy how much style has changed in like 20, 30 years. Like, dudes used to go out dressed like this, but like if you go out dressed like this now, you would probably get clowned or some shit, right? And it's crazy how makeup and how women's faces have changed since like the 90s and stuff too. Like back in the day, like women used to look way different. The standard of beauty used to be way different back then than it is now. It's crazy.
21, and even when I was a little bit younger, the rage on Art and Way. And I was trying to get as many numbers as I could because I wanted access to women. Not only access, as I started making more money, I wanted some status. And, hey, we were all fighting for that. Nightclubbing was fun. And to be honest, at that particular time, it was expensive, but it was moderate. At the time, I was making okay money for where I was at, so it wasn't really that expensive. You meet a lady, you might buy her a drink or two, and you would still get a number. So you might get like 3 or 4 numbers a night, and that wouldn't be so bad on the bill. So the return on investment at that time.
And then you look back, like back then, a nightclub was like, there was probably like 2 or 3 sections, but the majority of the nightclub was like literally just for dancing. Like if you wasn't dancing, you look crazy. But I think that's the effect of cameras though. I think like because now everybody can be like recorded. Like if you look crazy or do something crazy in the club, the chances of somebody recording you in the club and then posting it on TikTok or Instagram or some shit, it's so damn high. And then you just gonna wake up looking crazy. Like, yeah.
Wasn't necessarily a big waste. But again, I started to notice something. Women were going to clubs to basically dress up and be around ladies and to reject men, while most of us thought that we were going to get some numbers at the club and ended up, well, with nothing. By the time 2015 came out and the Manosphere content started to go into video, I noticed a change. Men became more return on investment driven. They were more concerned about time, money, and outcomes. This was different from simps like me at my time, where it really didn't cost.
Now look, I'll say it like this, right? Here's the main issue niggas are having when it comes to the nightclubs and stuff like that. Here's the issue. The issue is that before, when you were spending money, like I said, like cameras and like social media and stuff have fucked this up, because the worst thing a dude wants to feel like, or anybody wants to feel like, is a sucker in the moment of doing something. If you feel like you're a sucker while doing something, you're gonna be less likely to do it. Even if I'm not expecting to have sex with a girl or like date a girl, if I buy her something, if I know I'm getting nothing out of this interaction, I'm less likely to do it. And women are the same way. So going to the nightclubs nowadays, it's like, you already know like the chances of you getting something is so low unless certain things are going on. But I'm gonna explain deeper in the
Cost
video.
that much to go out as much as it does now. And so now men weigh their options a lot more. Men in my generation value women more than men do in this generation. Let me give you an example. Single moms in the 90s, early 2000s wasn't a big deal. I used to go to the club and meet a chick that was a single mom. If a woman would tell me like, yo, you gotta prove yourself to meet my child, I wouldn't find any problem with that. I thought.
Now, this is absolutely insane to me. Now, okay, look. And this is for all the viewers out there. Y'all can comment, leave y'all opinions down below. But here's my opinion, right? So technically, my mother is a single mom now. I know all this shit I talk about single moms. My mom is a single mom, right? But like, I feel here's my stance on this. So y'all don't think I'm a hypocrite. I think after a certain age, like I think if your pop stays in your life up until you're a teenager and then your parents break up, your mom's not a single mom. Technically, because all your adolescent years, like all your growing years and stuff like that, if you can make it to an adult and your pops is still in your life and they're cordial, like well, she is technically a single mom. Like you were technically raised by both parents. You made it to 18 with both parents. Like your mom's not a single mom. Now, if your dad had you and then got the fuck out before 5 years old, like bro, you got a single mom, gang. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like you didn't have a father figure raising you through those formative years. But maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe I should stop talking shit about single moms. Me personally, if I'm going to the club, if I go to a club and I know Shawty has a kid, I'm not putting in as much effort as then if the Shawty doesn't have a kid. Cause it's like, bro, you want me to put in extra effort because of another nigga's mistake? That doesn't even make any sense. But it is true. Single moms back in the day, and I still think a majority of dudes, you put it on the timeline, are gonna end up either talking or dating a single mom. That's not the issue here. The issue is more of like, I don't know. My issue with it is just always gonna be like you're forever your soul is attached to that man. Like if that man, you have to speak to that man for your child's sake, right? And I don't want that. So dating or taking a single mom seriously, for me at least, is impossible unless either the kid is, at least either the dad is dead, dad got to be dead, or the kid is so young that shit, I could be his dad, I guess on some cuckoo bird shit. Or the kids are so old, like me coming to the crib as the father figure, like don't really bug them because it's like they're already cool with their dad. They can just be cordial with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it.
That was okay. But in 2025, if you tell a man you gotta wait to earn the privilege to meet her child, wanna know what a guy would do? That's right. You'd be out of there. More likely so.
I dare a shawty in 2025 tell me it's a privilege to meet her kid. If the father of if the dude that made the kid didn't think it was a privilege, why would it be a privilege for me? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck?
Why?
Bro?
Because men of my generation made those mistakes and started telling the younger guys of this generation not to make the same ones. And then guys are being more open about it.
I'm gonna be honest, and this is for the women that complain about, oh, men don't approach me anymore, men don't want to go out anymore, the clubs are empty, the bars are empty. The truth is, men were never really interested in going out. And judging by, women saying that the bars are empty, still seems like that's the case. The only reason why we did that was to court women and to talk to women. But like with the modern women in 2025, it ain't worth going out no more. And I'm not saying like you can't go out, and chop it up with your boys once in a while. But in terms of going out to pursue women, like it's not worth it anymore. And if you think I'm lying, just take a look at your guy friends. I bet you their lives are mad simple and they could like go 6 months without even going to the club or to the bar or like to anywhere. They could just chill, hibernate in the crib and just chill. Because the reality is like a man doesn't really need much to survive.
I'll say it like this, right? When it comes to clubbing, doing all that other stuff, I feel like it would make much more sense as a dude to go out back in the day in club, like either for fun or with his boys, right? But the objective at the end of the day, even if you're going out to have fun, is to like socialize, be around women. You don't want to go to a club that's full of all dudes to socialize. That's weird. Like that's not how dudes operate. Dudes go out to socialize, to be around women for the most part. If you go to a party with all dudes, what do you call that shit? You call this a sausage party, right? And no man wants to be in a sausage party. When you go to a sausage party, like, this shit lame. When you go to a party where it's like 3 girls and like 15 dudes, you're like, this shit's lame. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's too much competition. There's too much shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, going out has never been, unless it's with your boys and you're going out to like get some drinks, like kick it, that's fine. But you don't necessarily go out all the time with your boys to kick it for fun. No, you go out there to like chop it up with girls. And now me personally, I think what ruined nightclubs is section culture. But like I said, I'm going to go into that a little bit.
Brother is saying men don't want to go out anymore. Basically, I think what he's trying to get at overall is, he says some of his friends don't go out for 6 months. And why is that? Economics and inflation. Club entry, drinks, and transportation have gone up everywhere. while income growth has not kept pace. Bottle service and table culture made nightlife pretty much elitist.
Okay, so he did bring it up. Yeah, so here's what's really ruined nightclubs, right? I don't know what's this motherfucker must feel like Oppenheimer or some shit, right? Because he realized, okay, so girls like power, social class, social status, right? What's more of a social status in a nightclub than a couch, overpriced bottles? I have an idea. So like nightclubs in general have become literally just get to the section and just stand in the section. That's all it is. Not that you can't have a good time in the section, you can't turn up in the section or whatever, but like these nightclub people know what they're doing. They'll either make these sections so small or such in a way where you have to just sit just to get a seat. You have to just like kind of be like standing or do whatever. You can't really like move. You can't really like catch. You really can't catch ass. You really can't do anything in a section if you're being honest. Like if you look at most people in the sections, what are they doing? Like they'll turn up for like one or two songs or whatever that everybody else in the club knows. Some of the really rich dudes might like throw some money or whatever, pop bottles or whatever, cool. But for the most part, in the section, people are just standing with their phones, going like this, with the flash on, or the girls are like going like this, taking their little videos or whatever for like 1 to 3 hours, and then they go home. And that's what, and over time, it's kind of gotten in like girls and dudes' heads. It's like I can't really go out. I really can't do anything unless I'm in the section. It's not as fun as if I'm not in the section because the baddest women, the best looking girls tend to be in the section. So it's like you're not in the section. You either gotta come like with some girls that like you already are talking to, but like if you're just a dude in the city and you're trying to have fun, it's very hard to like go out to spots and talk to like women because first of all you can't hear shit, and then second of all you're not in the section, so you have nowhere to like go back to. So that's what I think.
Guys,
And bottle service is like mad like expensive. Like every time I've put in for a section or bought a section and I'm looking at the bottle, I'm like, bro, I could have gone to like the liquor store, got the same bottle for $80 and had my own section in my house. Like literally, like and that's what's really fucked me up about it. Because once I start thinking about shit like that, I can no longer enjoy a section. Like I'm like, I could just either get a bottle, invite the homies over, invite some girls over, and do the same thing. Like, why would I pay $2,000 for a section when I could get a B&B for a night or a couple nights, get like 4 bottles, get some food, and just invite the shawties over to the crib? Like,
feel outpriced are invisible unless they spend a lot of money. It's cheaper and comfortable to host kickbacks at the house and serve cocktails instead. And oh yeah, the worst thing you want to do is spend drinks on lady at the club and she goes home and then she's messing with some dude who won't spend any money on her at all. The next point, nightclubs are just less rewarding. You know, nightclubs are just less rewarding. Now I'm going to tell you, I have a platform called the Pan-African Dating Show, and it's new here in East Africa in the last 3 years. We actually have speed dating events, and men are so traumatized from the nightclub experience, it's hard for them to come to speed dating events. Not because they dislike women, but you know, they're just used to being overcharged.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. God, if I ever get like so down bad in life that I have to go to a speed dating event, bro, just pull the plug on me. Because it's like I feel like okay, I forgot who I was talking to about this, but I feel like there's certain things that once you do, like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel to do once you start doing it, right? I feel like dating apps can be cool. I feel like meeting people in person will always be the best way to meet people. I feel like using social media to meet people is cool, that type of stuff, because that's just the era we're in now. But if you have to start going to structured events to meet people, you got to start going to like speed dating, or you got to meet people off like those YouTube shows and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Because I see it as like, okay, if I'm so desperate that I got to go to a speed dating event, do you know how desperate a woman has to be to go to a speed dating event, bro? You're telling me no dude that she has met up until this point has worked, so she has to go to a speed dating event? Bro, that's literally like, no, I'm not gonna say that. But like literally, it is insane as a woman, in my opinion, that you have to go to a speed dating event to find a dude when you're literally a woman. You're literally a woman. Like, that's crazy to me.
Are overpriced all the time. And one of the reasons why it is because of loud ass music, hella aggressive ass dusty lighting, and fake ass interactions. You can be intimidated to go up and talk to a lady because she's amongst a group of ladies. Some of them may look good and some may not, and then if you go up there, you might get rejected. Women spend too much time on their damn phones instead of actually mingling. So wait a minute, I'm paying this money to get into the club, and then I see somebody that I like, but I can't talk to her because she's in this elitist group or closed group of women.
Could you imagine you see a bad bitch, bro? She's in the section. You walk up to go talk to her, and the nigga's like, nah, nigga, get the fuck out of here. And then she just looking at you. You in a catch-22 situation because you can't press dude because technically you didn't put in for the section, so you got to get the fuck out. But then now Shawty's looking at you, expecting you to press the dude for her. And then if you press the dude for her, you get your ass beat. Then what, nigga? Bro. Now, I will go to the club once in a while and stuff like that, man. But like at 26, bro, going to the club is like a once in a while thing. And then, hey, maybe my opinion might change once I start getting some money, right? Maybe my opinion might change, right? But like for right now, as like an average income nigga, that's why I can relate to y'all so much. As an average income nigga, going to the club should be only like either like your birthday or like you just get invited and you just going along for the ride type shit. Because buying all these sections, doing all this stuff, bro, it does not do anything for you in the long run. Most of the time, right, you go into the club for like 1 to 2 hours, right, which is cool for a party. 1 to 2 hours. You spending, for 2 bottles, for out here in Minnesota, for 2 bottles, you dropping like $500-$600 on some bottles. You got like maybe like 10, 15 people in the section. Everybody drinks, like gets like a couple of shots, and then you go to fuck home. For that same $600-$700, you could have got the same bottles up to 3 times, posted it at your crib, and had the same old dandy time. Everybody get the fuck out your crib. So it's like, it's really like he said, it's just about like showing a status symbol. But it's like, nigga, at the end of the day, if you don't do it correctly, your pockets is the ones that's hurting. Because you can't really talk to this girl in the club. You the same way you talk to this girl in the club, you could have talked to this girl at your crib or outside or like some shit. So it's like, what are you fucking doing? Is what I say. What are you doing? But that's just my opinion though. If you got the bread to spend, nigga, go ahead and spend. But like he just said, you spending all this money just to get just to talk to this girl. There's a nigga out there got her a 4 for 4, nigga. Got her a 4 for 4, and she would die for that nigga. You spending hundreds of dollars on this girl, and she doesn't even know your last name. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about who you are. Now, it's not about really how much money you spend. It's about like the interaction itself, which is more genuine to her. Like you're spending hundreds of dollars for a non-genuine interaction when you could spend $0 and get a genuine interaction.
And that brings this point out.
Women ruin club culture, man. It's simple.
Now it's women.
It's women. Like, yo, if y'all came to the club to mingle, like how men come to the club to mingle, it would still be the same. No man goes to the club with the intention to not meet a woman. Women go to the club with the intention to not give a fuck about nobody else in that.
Shout out to the Daily Wrap-Up crew, right? And they made a good point. Women are not necessarily at the club to meet guys, but guys are at the club to meet women. Women are not at the club to meet these guys, but guys are at these clubs to meet these women, and the women just don't want to interact. But at the same time, if you want to go talk to them, it's like, yeah, you can talk to me if you buy me a drink, but not just me, all my ugly ass friends too. So if you don't buy the drink,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I was ever in a situation where I was talking to a girl and she told me I had to buy her friend stuff, I'm gonna wild out so bad, bro. I'm gonna have the word like they gonna think something wrong with me the way I react to that shit. Like I might actually spit on the bitch, bro. I'm not gonna like, cause that's so disrespectful. Like, why would I do that? Why on earth would I buy any of your friends anything? I don't fucking know your friends. I could be cool with your friends. Of course I want to be cool with your homegirls. But buying your homegirls anything? Nah. Cause I want you to see my Johnson, not them. Now here's the thing. Ladies, you do not have to go outside and interact with anybody that makes you feel uncomfortable. Like if you don't want to talk to a dude or anything like that, you do not have to talk to any man you don't want to talk to. But here's the thing. The thing I don't understand about girls is like what girls consider fun and what dudes consider fun is so strange. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like a girl will have a boyfriend and they want to go outside, right? They want to go outside with their homegirls and stuff, right? That's cool. Y'all can go outside, y'all can have fun and do whatever. But the activities that girls want to do when they go outside and have fun, it always centers around getting like male attention or being around or getting something out of dudes. Like, why don't girls be going like to Top Golf and shit? Why don't girls be going to like the winery or whatever the fuck that shit is called? Like, every time girls want to go do a public activity with their homegirls is literally going out to the club. It's literally going out and like having random dudes spend money on them. It's really like shit like that. Like, I never understood that. Versus like dudes terms of funds is like one or two things. It's either fucking bitches or getting money. Like fucking bitches or getting money or like gaming or like three things that niggas like to do. And like if you take away fucking bitches, like the other two things don't involve girls whatsoever. So I don't understand why like girls' version of fun is either getting money from random dudes or being around random dudes getting attention from other dudes that are not their dude. It don't make sense.
You don't get to talk to her. But if you do buy the drink, you spend money on drinks for some chicks who nobody else really wants, and then you still don't get to talk to her because you guessed it, the number is fake. He's right, you know. But then also, this is a problem.
I don't know what it is, but something about seeing a man at the club just completely turns me off. Because I just feel like as a grown man, why are you at the club? Like,
I find it so like I had to stop this video. I find it so crazy, right? How like women can just say like dumbass shit, and I mean she looks crazy good, but like women can just say dumbass shit like this, and like somebody's going to agree with somebody is going to agree with this opinion, and I don't understand that. How does like seeing a dude at a place where if dudes stop going to, it would be over, make you turned off? How does the sight of a man turn you off? I never like, even if I've had bad interactions with women, I don't care what happens in this world. As a straight heterosexual man, and I feel like most dudes feel this way too, it doesn't matter what type of bullshit goes on with women. When you see a pretty girl makes your day better. Seeing women makes your day better as a dude. I don't care if you're an incel and you don't want to admit it. I don't care if you talk to a lot of girls. I don't care if you talk to one girl. Seeing women makes you happy as a dude, whether you're attracted or not. But it's like, it's women that like, I feel like a lot of women feel this way, like where they see men and they get angry because they've had bad interactions with men. That's so odd. Like, if dudes stop going to the club in general, what do you think is going to happen to the club? The club is going to eat itself because a majority of women are fucking broke. So who's going to be buying the drinks? Who's going to be buying the sections? Who's going to be buying anything? Like, I'm pretty sure some women will still, be buying drinks, be buying whatever. But it's like this notion that I don't understand. Like, this shit don't be making sense to me. In America, women want men to buy everything, but then they also have jobs. But then also the economy is fucked. So it's like, what do you want us to do? Like, there's not enough money to go around for like everybody. Like, and then they don't want to stick with niggas that have the money but cheat. Like it doesn't make any sense, bro. Like ladies, y'all gotta pick. You gotta pick what you want to do. You either gotta put in, or if you don't want to put in, then you gotta deal with some shit for not putting in. I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say is this: when it comes to nightclubs, when it comes to clubbing and stuff like that, just please ball within your budget, man. Women and men, ball within your budget. A lot of niggas out here are literally going broke to stay in the nightclub, to be around the same women. You're not even fucking these chicks. And then if you are fucking these chicks, why do you keep going to the nightclub? If the goal is to get her and fuck her and you're not rotating the women out your section, it's like, what are you doing? You're already cracking. Just there's no more reason to go to the nightclub. And then for the ladies, I mean, y'all are, I think the nightclub is like just working for the ladies. For the ladies, if you're getting your free drinks, getting your free whatever, keep going to the nightclub. I don't really get it. But for the dudes out there that are spending your hard-earned money on the club for no fucking reason, you're not getting anything out of it, bro, stop and reevaluate. Stop going to the club. Okay, here's my opinion. here's my opinion, right? Unless you have $5,000 liquid and you're around homies that also can have $5,000 liquid, stop going to the club. You need to rearrange some things because life is only going to get harder. So why are you spending your last trying to go to the nightclub? You're going to regret that shit the second you hit like 40, 50 years old. You're going to be like, I spent thousands of dollars on a nightclub. Unless you're increasing your income, stay out of the nightclub, please. I beg you. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Come to the ninth floor so y'all can learn game the right way. I'm out this joint, man. Peace.